I'm sure many of you are thoroughly enjoying your playthrough of Super Mario Bros. Wonder at the moment, but we actually have a major update when it comes to the future of the franchise as a whole, as Nintendo has been in recent interviews, and they've made some very specific comments around where they see Mario headed from here, both from a 2D and 3D perspective, and it's very great news to me. In addition to that, we also have some record-breaking sales to discuss with Mario Bros. Wonder, as the game is flying off the shelves worldwide, and Nintendo has taken to social media to celebrate this launch success. And I want to talk about the broader indications of what this means for Mario games on Nintendo Switch going forward. But if you're new here, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your bell notification. And with that, we first have to talk about the big interview that did reveal Nintendo's intentions with the future of this series. And I think it's kind of a foregone conclusion that Nintendo will continue to make 2D and 3D Mario games, but we really did have that question mark in the launch lead up to Super Mario Bros. Wonder around, has 2D Mario done everything 2D Mario can do? And is it something that maybe Nintendo just needs to move on from that formula and really only put their effort and focus into the Mario Odysseys of the world, maybe bring back Galaxy and do Galaxy 3? Well, the reality is I think, and I've said this in numerous videos, that these games can live alongside each other. We can have a 2D release that is very enjoyable, and then we can turn around and expect a 3D release in another year or two from Nintendo around, no doubt, one of their biggest, if not their very biggest franchise. And that seems to be Nintendo's mindset as well, as you can see the following article posted up over on Go Nintendo, which reads, Nintendo says they'll continue making 2D and 3D Mario titles and the future is bright. How about 1D or 4D? In the wake of The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, Nintendo fans have been trying to figure out if Nintendo will create a new Zelda in the style of old 2D adventures. Is there a path forward for that approach, or will Nintendo continue in the 3D stylings of Tears of the Kingdom here on out? That's a question we don't have the answer to, but when it comes to the Mario side of things, Nintendo has made their intentions very clear. As part of a developer interview with Nintendo about Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Nintendo's Takahashi Tezuka spoke about the future of Mario games. Super Mario Bros. Wonder is the latest on the 2D side of Mario games, and there will no doubt be a new 3D title down the road as well. According to Tezuka, fans can expect both type of Mario games to continue in the future. We will continue to create Mario gameplay regardless of whether it's 2D or 3D, so I hope everyone will continue to enjoy it. And also, we were talking about my tendency to ask the impossible, but as Kondo-san mentioned, in order to create fun gameplay within the limitations of the hardware, it takes great creativity and ingenuity to go beyond those constraints. I believe fun gameplay is what comes out of such an environment. I hope to continue creating games while building a good relationship with other team members so that my impossible suggestions don't end up as such, but rather create opportunities for everyone to pitch in their own solutions. While that last comment was directed at the development team members, Mario games have a bright future ahead of them. So Nintendo's not hiding what they want to do with the future of Mario. They definitely see success on the 2D front in addition to the 3D front, and we should expect sequels to Super Mario Bros. Wonder and sequels to Mario Odyssey style games. You will see both of them sold alongside each other, probably 2 to 3 years apart, although I do think that with the situation we are in, with where Nintendo is at in its life cycle, we will likely see the 3D Mario hopefully revealed and sold alongside the launch of the next generation Nintendo Switch hardware, which will likely be coming up sometime in 2024. It's debatable whether it will be early or late 2024, but I do think we're going to see a 2D and 3D Mario released relatively close to each other for the first time in a while, and I think it would be a smart strategy to, while Nintendo is at the idea board trying to come up with all types of fun gameplay ideas, have a 2D Mario game every few years to kind of reinvigorate that style of gameplay, and then also simultaneously be developing a 3D Mario that can be released a few years after that, kind of creating a tick-tock cycle where we can expect one or the other, but not both right around each other. And to back up the claim that Super Mario Bros. Wonder is doing very well and Nintendo will also want to continue with this style of gameplay, you have the following article over on VGC, which reads, Super Mario Bros. Wonder is reportedly Japan's fastest selling Mario game on Switch. Mario's latest sold more than 8 times as many copies as Spider-Man 2 in Japan. According to the Japanese charts for the week ending October 22nd, as provided by Famitsu, Super Mario Bros. Wonder sold an estimated 638,000 physical copies in its first weekend. As noted by Twitter user Stealth, the first weekend sales of Super Mario Bros. Wonder make it the fastest selling Mario game on Switch in Japan, with the list looking as follows. Super Mario Bros. Wonder sitting at the top of the list with 638,000. Super Mario Odyssey A 3D Mario game, 462,000. Super Mario 3D World Deluxe, 250,000 copies. Super Mario 3D All-Stars, 210,000 copies. Super Mario Maker 2, 196,000. And New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, 166,000. Now, it's also been noted that Super Mario Bros. Wonder is the fastest selling Mario game ever in Europe, and Nintendo says the milestone is based on 3 days of sales. So in the first 3 days, it's outsold any other Mario game in history over in the UK. It's clearly breaking records in Japan as well. We haven't gotten any kind of big acknowledgement to what kind of sales it's done over in the US so far. That may drop like tomorrow or something, or Nintendo may choose not to highlight it if it actually hasn't broken a really notable record in terms of the US region specifically. But I don't think there's any denying that this game is not off to an incredible start, and the health of the Mario franchise is honestly at an all-time high. If you factor in things like Nintendo World theme parks opening up all over the world and doing fantastic business, with Mario of course being one of the major draws, if not the biggest draw of those theme parks at this point in time until they expand out to other franchises, Mario and Mario related characters is really the main reason you go to see that stuff. In addition to that, we of course have the vastly successful Super Mario Bros. Movie that is at the top of the success list of any animated movie, period, and it just continues to go now on streaming. And I do think that Nintendo will continue to double down on all media avenues for Mario and really make him more of a household name than he's ever been before. I think Super Mario Bros. Wonder, the level layouts and the creative ideas that Nintendo team came up with only speaks to the endless possibilities that we can expect from the plumber in the future. And if you're a Super Mario Bros. Fan, that should be great news for you as it is for me. But I really want to hear from you guys at this point in the video, your personal thoughts and opinions on the future of Mario games. What do you want to see from here? Do you want to see more 2D iterations, less, more focus on 3D only going forward? Or are you like me and you really do like Nintendo's approach of having both formats of gameplay supported in the future from here? And in a perfect world, what kind of style 3D Mario game do you hope we see potentially launch alongside of the Switch 2? Are you a fan of the more traditional Super Mario 64 style of gameplay? Do you ever want to see the flood mechanic come back from Mario Sunshine? Are you a fan of Galaxy and you want to see a Galaxy 3 announced? Or maybe your Team Odyssey 2, or do you want to see them do something entirely new? And what do you think about this incredible sales start for Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and are you personally enjoying your playthrough as we speak right now? And bonus question, let me know where you're at in your playthrough of Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I find myself in the middle of World 4, but I am taking my time because I'm 100%ing the game as I go, really not moving on to any future worlds until I find all the 3 purple coins and of course all the Wonder Seeds within each level. Also trying to hunt down all the standees and stuff. It takes time, but I want to hear where you're at in your playthrough and whether or not you intend to 100% the game before you're done with it. So regardless of your thoughts and feelings on everything we talked about today, I do look forward to hearing from you all in the comments down below before you leave the video, as I do look forward to getting a back and forth conversation started with you all around these topics. Go watch yesterday's video next if you haven't already, which is on screen right now. Also make sure you like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next video.